Hey YouTube, it's your girl here, Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing out there? I'm doing pretty good. So glad to be able to drop another video. This one, don't want to deter you away from the video. I don't want to say it's going to be dry. It's not. It's actually a really important video because it can be life changing if you are wondering, how are some people so successful and motivated and I can't get my bun off this couch? You see these people every day and everywhere, and you're like, wow, man. And so the worst words we can say is must be nice, or, start thinking they have it easy. You don't know the half. You don't know the half of what people go through to make it. Gotta have that dog in you. Gotta have that fight. You gotta have that grit. People talk about it, and you see those that be about it. So before I get started, thank you, new subscribers. You all are just so sweet and so kind. And I'm just so grateful for the direction that my channel is going in, the comments. I love reading comments. And yeah, you are rocking. So can't give up, you all. You gotta stay motivated. You gotta have that fire. So what separates those from us? Just was watching Joni Mitchell. I know you all know Joni Mitchell, the famous singer, songwriter. She's 80 years young now. She survived a almost life-threatening aneurysm. Not only did she have to learn how to sing again, she had to learn how to talk. What gives Joni Mitchell that grit to say, I'm going to get on the Grammy stage, in which she just did tonight, and sing? Like, that's crazy. Everybody have it. It's not just Miss Mitchell. Everybody have it. Run DMC. I'm a 70s baby, you all. So Mint, I grew up off MTV. Wasn't many black artists. Michael Jackson. And a lot of the artists were Madonna, Duran. This is what I had to watch. We have Donna Summer. I wonder if they have her on MTV. I can't remember that well. Prince, because Prince movie came out 83, 84, Purple Rain. So this is what we were watching, listening to, Hall and Oates, which still love to this day. But along comes Grandmaster Flash, Run DMC, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Salt and Pepper. That's when my life started changing. Heavy D and the Boys, Public Enemy, NWA. Then the rap game really kicked in heavy. KRS-One. Um, these were some great times for music, great times for my era, for generations to come. Run DMC, that group, my Adidas. So those are the songs, that inspired us back in the 80s. I recently watched the Run DMC bio about their life. And if you follow Run DMC, you know that Jam Master Jay, their DJ, the part of their trio, was killed in 2002. He was in his studio along with others in some mysterious fashion. Two hooded people come in there and just magically shoots him. Nobody else gets hurt. For years, nobody knew anything about it. It's the most bizarre, one of those bizarre murders. And anyway, they were arrested after 20 years last year. And they are, awaiting trial. Of course, presumed innocent until proven guilty. Somebody killed them. But it was a loss for the hip hop community, a loss for the music world. And as they talked about him, they spoke of his good nature. They said he was way more giving and kinder than they are and were. But one part of the group, Daryl DMC, one of the MCs, Reverend Ron and Daryl DMC, who makes up Ron DMC along with Jam Master Jay. He said when Jam Master Jay died, it was over for him. He didn't He didn't want to be here. He didn't want to live. And he told an emotional story of Sarah McLaughlin, her song "In the Arms of an Angel," how he was getting a ride. It sounds like he was being driven by a driver, and the driver kept staring at him. He said he had his head down, but the driver kept staring. And when he put his head up, the driver would turn away. So finally, the driver said, "Please don't get me fired, but I'm the biggest fan. Can I get your autograph? Your music changed my life." And he said, "Autograph?" He said, "Oh, I'll take a picture with you." And the guy was like, just ecstatic. And he said, "Can I play some music?" And he puts on "In the Arms of an Angel." And her voice is so beautiful. If you don't know that song, they play it a lot for donating to very sick kids. They'll play that song. Now they know that song gonna make you donate because it is the most beautiful song. And it's very sad. It's sad, but it's uplifting at the same time. And he said for 1 year he played that song. It changed his life. And he no longer wanted to die, but he knew he had to live. Sometimes when we lose someone close to us, motivation, the will to live, you should listen to their voice in your ear. This is what forces me to live with my parents. I always think about my parents. They meant so much to me. And I channel Dorothy Walker. I channel Otis Walker. And I know my parents were strong, very strong, courageous people who both endured a lot. Racism at the highest. um, and among many other things, fought through Chicago winters and moved from the South to Chicago to give us a better life. So I channel that. That blood is in my veins. So guess what? When I lost my dad, I didn't do so well. I really didn't. It was sudden. I was younger. It rocked our family. It did. But my mom, I did a little bit better because I was older and I had time with her and I channeled her voice in my ear. My mother wouldn't want me moping. My mother wouldn't want me to say, my mom passed away. I don't want to be here either. That's not how my mom was. So sometimes when we lose those we love, if you could channel them, if you could hear them in your ear, what would they tell you? They won't want you to give up. John Walsh, he lost his son many moons ago. Some psychopath kidnapped his son and decapitated his son. They never even found his body. He was only 6, Adam Walsh. And John Walsh, the will to live, motivation, took that tragic story and created America's Most Wanted, and where they get fugitives. They find these most wanted criminals and get them off the street. 40 years and going. He took that sad, terrible situation and saved lives because getting those fugitives off the street is preventing another crime like what happened to his son. The will to live. I just saw Victoria Monet on My Mama. I love that song. And I study people. I just, once I figured out, a little bit about her, I typed in her name and started reading about her. I saw her video. She's killing it. She's 35 years old. So when I see an artist that age, it makes me follow their story. She's written songs. She just won a Grammy, and her speech was phenomenal. She said, "This is 15 years in the making." She thought in 2009 she was going to get this big record deal, and the rest was going to be history. This is 2024, and finally she has a Grammy. Somebody took a chance on her. Her manager quit whatever she was doing to become her manager, and look, a Grammy. But it wasn't overnight. 15 years in the making. Motivation, the will to live. My sister said, "I don't know how you got that master's degree. It's no way I could be up at 2 in the morning doing papers. $47,000. That's what it cost me." So that will to pay that money back, the will to make good on that loan, that's what got me to get up and do those papers. I hated being in corporate America. I knew I wanted to help others. To get to help others, I had to get that piece of paper. To get that piece of paper, I had to be up at 2, 3 in the morning finishing my papers. To do those 2 internships for a year each for free. Don't do an internship for free. I always say that now. But the will to live. Tammy, you have cancer. What? 36 years old, healthy as a horse. You gotta go through all this chemo. You gotta have a surgery. Then we're gonna do more chemo. Then you're gonna do radiation. Then we do a last surgery. Who what? Huh? Who wanna go through that? The will to live. I'm not gonna die. I want to live. So that motivation motivated me. And if that wasn't enough, years later I hear it again. Oh, it's cancer. What? By this point you pissed. Like, I gotta do that again. Like this little girl said on the video. Again, little baby, so cute. But if you want to live, you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight to live, and that's it. And when I talk about these videos, I'm never talking about somebody with severe mental illness who can't. They can't. They don't have. Some can, but some they really struggle, and it's understandable because they are battling with a mental challenge. I'm really more or less talking about people who are a bit, lazy, or maybe they don't know, maybe they're stuck. They don't know how to motivate themselves. Listen to some of these tips. What makes some people motivated versus others? They're internally motivated. It's their intrinsic desire to be their best selves and succeed. This is what drives their motivation. Athletes. I always think about athletes. Athletes, you want to be motivated, study an athlete. They are going to have a lean diet. They are going to get up and work out. They're going to do some crazy stuff to get on that basketball court and play for 48 minutes, to get out there and play for 4 quarters as an NFL player, a hockey player, a Serena Williams. You know what she had to do to become who she is, Tiger Woods. That's sweat, blood, and tears, years. That these people, Tiger Woods had that golf club in his hand at age 3. Serena and Venus, little bitty baby girls with the tennis racket. This is what it is, you all. They are internally motivated. And we have to admit sometimes some of us, we have those good parents that nurture us and motivate us. And to be a famous athlete, you had to have somebody behind you, pushing you and taking the time out to get you to those different games and tournaments. So all hail to moms and dads and grandmas and aunts and mentors that shapes these different people. Let me tell you something. These people are internally driven, not pushed. They internally are driven towards new adventures, the unfolding journey, the possible outcomes. They relish challenging themselves and learning and exploring. We have to be lifetime learners. You don't just go to school and get your high school diploma and cut it off. You keep going every step of the way. I think you should keep learning until you leave this earth. And another thing about people that are real motivated, they don't waste time judging. Like me, I watch people, I study people, and I study their story. Listen to what they said. They objectively observe the successes and mistakes of others and learn from them instead of judging and comparing themselves. They don't never compare themselves now. Motivated people, they already know. I don't care about that. That's them. That's their story. I'm talking about me. This is about me. So that's how you become successful. You gotta have, again, it's really that focus and that dog in you, that fight. But you don't have time to play around and judge because you're too busy being in the trenches and working on your own stuff. They don't waste time being judgmental, gossipy, and against each other. Well, I am judgmental. Sometimes I can gossip a little. I'm not perfect. But I don't spend a lot of time doing that. I don't spend a lot. I can't because I got too much other stuff to do. They are humble. People, they want to be pretty. They want to have a bad body. They want to be rich. Man, God, keep me humble. I want to be humble. I don't care about that other stuff. I want to be humble. I don't think nothing looks better than a humble person that just, I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be having the heater on. I'm so crazy, y'all. And it's making me hot. Thank God it's the one you can kind of move around and cuts off. Don't laugh. You're going to be my age one day. But yeah, being humble, to me, it's just the most empowering trait. Imagine that you are a millionaire. You're a millionaire a lot of times over. And maybe you're famous. Maybe you're not. I don't know. But they know whoever is helping you, working for you, they know you have money. And you're so humble. I used to work for this guy. He passed away too, man. And he was the CEO of a company. He was so soft spoken. He was like, "Oh, Tammy, can you?" I'm looking at him like, "Dude, this your company?" He'd be like, "Tammy, can you please give me the phone number for?" Just so nice. And it's like, God, some people they get it. They know, hey, I got this money. I live in a big house. I drive a nice car. I'm an owner of this company. But I'm a human first, and she's human, and he's human. And I'm gonna be humble when I address them. Nothing worse than some rich snob or some jerk that has a lot of money and just rude to people. I hate seeing that. Stay humble. They encourage feedback from others. They use it to take steps in the right direction. These humble people, they admit they made a mistake and they apologize. Somebody that's self-reflective and takes responsibility, that's a beautiful soul. Because a lot of people, they don't want to take responsibility, and it's always everybody else. It's never them, it's everybody else. And listen to people when they talk. And that's a scary trait to have. Motivated people look at the upside. Instead of focus on what's not working and bad experiences, which so many of us tend to do, they focus on what is working and their success. And if they find themselves overthinking, they flip a switch and think about those things they did do right. I think they look at the upside. They check themselves. I was going to my office yesterday. Sometimes I'm groggy in the morning. Um, yeah, I could be groggy. I'm not a morning person. And I was like, look, shame on me because I just got my little Starbucks. And I'm driving down the street, and it's this guy that's always near my house, sitting on the sidewalk with a little teddy bear. He's homeless. And I was like, you're not having a bad day. You good, Tammy. You good. Because I saw him, and it just, the guilt, like some of us, we have so much good, nice transportation. We can go get a Starbucks. We have clients, we have income, we have kids, we have good health. And then you see this gentleman on the street. It really should make you look in the mirror. That's what Michael Jackson's song was about, man in the mirror. Looking in the mirror at yourself. Guess what? Us motivated people are authentic. They true to themselves. We don't care what other people think. They don't live their life solely to please others. Young people, God bless the parents. I'm always coming down on moms and dads, really moms more, because I do that because as a clinician, I'm in the trenches and I hear some of the bad advice that moms give, and that's a hard job. I'm not a mom, so I never want to discredit. Um, you don't know what you're doing as a mom. Some of the time, it's trial and error. Each child is different. It's your experiences. Now you throw your experiences on your kid. Maybe you want your kid to be better than what you were or have more than what you had. But motivated people, they don't live their lives solely to please others. If you are younger and you want to draw, you want to dance, you want to do your music, go do it. But my mama said, go do that shit. Go do it because you have a gift and a talent. And yes, you need to pay your bills. So figure it out. Figure it out. Figure out a way to do both. But I don't ever want to squash someone's dream of, what's the word, quelch or whatever, somebody's dream of becoming the next Picasso or Picasso. Anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. The next artist. the next dancer, the next athlete. Do what you are gifted and talented to do. And yeah, people gonna be mad or doubt you, but you're not gonna doubt yourself. They push beyond their comfort zone. They're not gonna do what's safe. I'm just gonna do the 9 to 5. I don't want to do nothing else. Yeah, are you gonna be happy? Get out your comfort zone. You are limited in what you can do. They get rid of that voice. They trust their abilities and know, oh, I'm gonna always win. I'm gonna come out on top. Like I said, they always learning, lifetime learner, always got a book, always looking up something. They know what they want. They know what they want. They have a clear vision of what they want in their lives and who they want to be. They're- this is real talk. Never say never, and they say anything is possible. Never say never. Never. I refer to dating a lot or relationships, and I see people they have bad experiences, and they'll say, "I gave up on dating. I'm not gonna date no more because blah blah blah." Well, you never give up. You never give up. You remember, you be the best you can be, and you will attract a like-minded man or woman. You don't give up on love. You never give up on love. Love is what makes this world go around. You never give up on love. Never. I don't care how bad it looks. Things are weird in 2024. We had COVID. People are selfish. These are facts. But you never give up on love because it's still great people out here. And anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Take it from the lady who went back to school and got her master's degree at 47 years old. Anything is possible. The lady that beat cancer twice. And what, how many years removed now? Oh my God. Oh my God, 11 years removed. God is good. They don't give up. When they stumble over a bump in the road, they come up with a plan. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, I was supposed to do one, two, three. That didn't work. Okay, may not get it done in 2023. I'm pushing to July 2024. By the end of 2024, I'll have it done. It's a little delayed. They may want to buy a house. Oh, it's not going well. Okay, I didn't get my house in 2023. By the end of December 2024, I'll look again. In the fall, I'll start looking again. That's how motivated people think. They never give up. It's not a setback. It's just push the goal out a little further. They don't give up. Mm-mm. You don't blame others either. It's my fault. I'll say that in a minute. I'll be like, I'm throwing myself under the bus. That one's on me. What could I have done different to make that better? They always take out time for themselves. You're not going to burn no motivated person out because they're going to tell you, no, I can't do it because they're too busy doing their own stuff. But they're going to take out time for themselves. So as I come to a close, I want to say my personal advice, be clear about your goal. What do you want? You need to know. And your why. Like me, why am I doing this channel? Why am I a social worker? Why do I love to do my music? Because I love to help people. And those three things do just that. I never worry about failing. It's not a failure. It's just a lesson. It's a blessing. I never fail because anytime something doesn't work out, what is the lesson I gathered from that? I stay on my rituals, same old stuff over and over. I pull out the movie The Secret every now and then. Again, when I'm getting a little wonky or I'm starting to doubt a little bit, it's The Secret. And I listen to their tips. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now that movie came out in '06. I'm still playing it. Okay. You need a refresher. I just listened to it the other day and it'll boost my mood and also reminds me that the law of attraction, where my attention goes, it grows. I read positive books. I have a Marianne Williamson book. Is her last name Williams? I'll be changing names. Anyway, y'all know her. And of course, my Power of Positive Thinking And I have a secret book as well. So I read that. I read my Bible. I found, oh my God, my mother. She left me with so many positive books. So I have, it's about predicting my future and my destiny. And this, I'm just going to read a little piece. My destiny. I know that I'm old fashioned and create my own destiny. My faith is in God, is my destiny. This means an abiding faith in all good things. I live in the joy out expectancy of the best. Ah, only the best comes to me. I know the harvest I will reap in the future because all my thoughts are God's thoughts. And God is with my thoughts of good. And it's a little bit more. I read that. I found this and I've been reading that. Read positive stuff. Meditate, journal. Daily, I'm writing. Daily, daily. I just wrote this. Daily. These are things that makes me motivated and keeps me motivated. Always reinvent yourself. Never stay the same. The older you get, change your hair. Older you get, do something different. Add a little more makeup to your face. Change nail color. Get some clothes that fit you a little different. Reinvent yourself. Try a new sport. Try a new cuisine. Travel. Keep you some young friends. I swear by that. Always have younger friends. I got to get out of here, you all. My voice is going wayward, and I know the longer you talk, it's hard to hold people attention. It is. But sometimes, I watch videos that's a little bit lengthy. And if it's good, I'm into it. I don't care. God bless you all. I hope something I said helped. Drop me some comments. If I can ever help you, you all know I will. If it's something you need to see or want to hear about, comments. And all is well. Everything's working out for my highest good. All is well. Everything's working out for your highest good. Bye bye.